Now you might be thinking, okay, Martine, your ideas are great. Be selfish, hit the reset button, design a life you love. Very, very cool. But how do I deal with crazy? How do I deal with my ex when she's going off on me, saying stuff that isn't true? How about when she turns the kids against me? Maybe she's starting a fight for no good reason. Or how about when I'm freaking upset or I'm sad or I'm hopeless and maybe I start a fight over stupid stuff? And I guarantee you that's going to happen. So the question is there something that I can use right now when I'm stuck? Well, gentlemen, you used the secret weapon. And that brings us to the fourth shift. The secret weapon is attack your triggers. Attacking your triggers is the most powerful way to deal with your ex, yourself, the anger that you experience, the upset that you feel, the pain, everything. I know this sounds crazy, but it's not. Attacking your triggers puts you back in control. It restores your power. It builds your confidence. It helps you understand what's happening in relationships better than any tool out there. It's a tool for healing. It ends struggle, and it's the key to rebuilding a life you love. And it does all these things in real time when you need it. Okay, let's talk about how to use this shift. How do you regain control and deal with the craziness? Well, there's an old way, and that's probably what you've been doing all along because it's what everybody does. The old way is something happens and you get triggered. And then you react, you argue, you fight, you say stupid stuff to each other, you repeat the same old arguments as if this time it's going to change. But it always ends in regret, because your reactions only create more problems. If you don't get this, things will only get worse. But if you do get this, your life will change and things will get better. Can you see yourself in this pattern? You get triggered, you react, and then you regret. This pattern never equals happiness. Reacting didn't work in your marriage. Reacting doesn't work in divorce. Reacting doesn't work, but we keep doing it. I did this for years. My wife would say something, I'd get triggered and react, and then we'd end up in therapy. We'd talk about what we did wrong. I would apologize, she would apologize, and then we'd go home. But after a while, we would repeat the same pattern because therapists never gave us tools that work, tools that break the patterns, tools that we can use when we're upset and angry, tools that would stop a fight and end an argument. Therapists don't talk about this stuff. They just get you to talk about the past. They want you to talk about the pain and the mistakes and all the screw-ups that happen in your life. They want to keep you in the struggle in order to take your money and keep you coming back. They don't offer solutions. Otherwise, they would have happily divorced clients like we do. So if that's the old way, and we know it doesn't work, what's the new way? The new way is really simple. It's why the men who work with us thrive after divorce. It's why they grow their self-confidence. It's why they regain their swagger and they get back their mojo and they unleash their power. And you don't need years of therapy and you don't need to argue anymore with your ex. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong. One great tool can change everything, and it looks like this. At the point of the trigger, before reacting and regretting, take a breath, observe, separate the facts from the stories. Connect to your feelings and your needs, and then act according to your values and your commitments, and then celebrate and anchor your wins versus struggling with regret. Does this make sense? Does it sound easier than what you've been doing? Suffering, getting upset, feeling unimportant, all that shit you go through. It's as easy as trigger, observe, connect, act, celebrate. Say it with me. Trigger, observe, connect, act, celebrate. It's so much easier than fighting and arguing. And it's so much better than judging and blaming. Complaining about people, regardless of who they are, is just a waste of your energy, and it takes away from the quality of your life. So why is this so powerful, and why do so many men who thrive after divorce use this tool? Because it works all the time. It addresses your needs, it changes your perspectives, and it gives you options right when you're in the middle of the craziness. Remember we said earlier, you are your number one asset. You have to focus on you first. This one brilliant tool changes everything, and it's simple. In the space of just a few seconds, you can reset and restore respect, understanding, and balance. And you can do this easier and faster than you think.